Hey, what up everyone? I'm Sinnycool, and this is Gems of War. And today I have your weekly preview for the week of March 6th, 2023. So let's get into it. Come fly with me, new epic troop Zuke. Get this troop with glory from the rewards tab of the shop. The price of knowledge. Experience our new world event with your guildmates. Play world event battles every day to unlock rewards. New Mythic Troop Phoenix, exclusive to Glory Gem Guild and VIP chests for 1 week only. A little bit better than I thought it was. Should you get it, it's up to where you are into the game. I'm sorry. I'm sorry when I can't give like a definitive answer. If you're a high-level player, you should probably get it. If you're a mid-level player, it's up to you depending on how many keys you have. If you're a low-level player, you should probably skip on it and wait for something else. That's about how I feel about it. It's good. I love true damage to all. Yeah. Window of Spirits, the campaign has started. New rewards every week. Don't miss out. Kingdom Pass. Kingdom Pass has started. Defeat the Kingdom Battle Crashers and unlock rewards. 20 days left of that and 34 days left of this here. Alright, so we have Week of Shintang. All Shintang troops gain 10% to skills. Week of Beasts, all Beasts gain 10% to their skills, and bonus trait stones. Use Zuke in PvP to get a bonus trait stone. Right, let's head straight to the Soulforge and see what is up. Let's check out the mythics, legendaries, and weapons. What do we have here? We have Amarok, Obsidious, Champion of Guard, and Queen Aurora, so still no Ironhawk. Dang. How would we put these in order? Probably Obsidious would be first. He used to be a top 10. He's another one of those. I really need to do a new top 10. I'm just kind of trigger shy, honestly. Obsidious, the best one available this week in the Soulforge. A previous top 10 that is no longer a top 10, just because Earthquake stun all enemies on 4 or 5 gym matches isn't as good as it used to be. Like, it used to be the way to stun all enemies, and now we have Elementalist, which is way better at stunning all enemies. So it's still a really good troop. Probably still a top 25, but not a top 10 anymore. So not one you're saving up all your diamonds for months and months for any longer. 24 red, purple, brown, Drakzum, Daemon Elemental. Deal heavy splash damage to a random enemy. Destroy a 5x5 block. There's a 50% chance to deal light splash damage to a random enemy. So if you're a person who's been saving and they just can't wait any longer and you're about to explode, then Obsidious would be the one to get this week. Summon a Dust Storm when an enemy dies. Reduce damage from skulls by 50% and stun all enemies on 4 or 5 gym matches. So it's solid. Like, in a vacuum, it's a really good mythic, but it's just isn't used very much anymore. Who would be second? We got Amarok. We got Champion of Guard. Probably Queen Aurora, another previous top 10. Borderline. It was never like super duper solid top 10 or anything. I think on my very first top 10 like I ever did on the channel, like 5 years ago or something like that, I put it as like the 10 slot. But that was because there wasn't so many mythics like there are today. There's like 100 mythics now. And back when I did the my first one, there's probably like, what, 30 or 40 or something like that. But yeah, we have 24, yellow, green, purple, Silverglade, Divine Beast. Give all other allies barrier and life. Create 10 gems of a chosen color. Gain bonus mana from all gym matches. That's pretty much the coolest thing about it, is the Rainbow Link. It's like the only thing in the game, I think, that gives bonus mana from all gym matches. So every single color is what that means. It's rainbow troop. So every single color you get bonus mana from. Most of the time, something's going to have like bonus to blue or bonus to red. They should probably start putting in troops that have bonus to like multiples. Like a Madness Link or something like that. You know what I mean? Like, idea for a dev out there, if you're listening, try to maybe like a Madness Link. Like, take the dual storms and turn them into links so that troops have like 2 bonus mana from 2 different colors, instead, just like you did with Queen Aurora, but make it, instead of all, do like 2, like a Madness or a Electro Storm or whatever, like Electro Link and Madness Link, something like that. Just an idea for you. 10 gems of a chosen color. 10's like not enough. It's more than some, but not enough. Barrier to all allies, you can do that with Dawnbringer. It's not like a ton of life or anything. It used to be the Rainbow Link was the cool thing about it that brought it like within the top 15-ish way back in the day. But not any longer, once again. This week is the mythics that used to be. Third, probably Amarok, because I'm definitely not a big fan of Champion of Guard. So Amarok gets third place, 24, red, yellow, brown. Broken Spire, Elemental Beast. Deal damage to an enemy. There's a 10% chance to devour them, boosted by red gems and burning enemies. If the enemy dies, create 9 red gems. I used to be like super duper into Devour troops, but then they just kept putting in all these low chance Devour troops, and like at first I was excited about it, and then it started to, I don't know, not be my thing anymore, I guess. So Amarok's not one of my favorites, but you could make it happen. He's not the most terrible thing in the world. He's like a super average mythic. Volcanic Meteor, burn and stun a random enemy when matching 4 or more gems, and reduce damage from skulls by 50%. So it's not terrible. It's just super average mythic. And then last of all, we have Champion of Guard. 20 red, green, yellow, Sword's Edge, Human Knight. Gain a bunch of armor. If there's 13 or more skulls, give double the armor, then create a mix of 22 blue and red gems. Blessing of Guard. All red allies gain 1 to all stats at the start of each turn. It reduces damage from skulls by 60%, reduces damage from spells by 50%. I don't know, if it was like your very first mythic ever and you're level like 100 or something and you put it in first slot, it might be able to help you through some things. But other than that, it's not like my favorite thing ever. It's a pretty like below average mythic. Alright, let's check out the legendaries. We have Garnock. We have Sir Quentin Hadley, we have Matron Dragatani, and King Heliodor. So who is the best of the legendaries? It's not King Heliodor, sorry to say. It is Sir Quentin Hadley, because he's very useful. 18 brown, yellow, Sword's Edge, Night Beast. Convert purple gems to yellow and green gems to skulls. Deal damage to 2 random enemies. So even if he didn't have the thing that actually makes him really, really good, that would be good right there. But it also has all knight allies start with 50% mana. So he is like guard avatars, like, you know, right-hand man. Armored, reduce damage from skulls by 25%. So all knight allies start with 50% mana. You want to get all of those, and some are better than others, and this might be one of the best 50% start troops in the game. Not because of, you know, knight is pretty desired because of Guard's avatar, but also because his spell is actually really useful. Double convert with damage as well. Yeah, he's kind of like better than Forest Guardian, and one of the top 50% starts in the game. Probably behind Divine Ishbala, but still like in the top 5 of those. Maybe in the top 10 of legendaries. So Sir Quentin Hadley is first. Garnock has a 50% start, but he probably does fall behind King Heliodor, who's probably in second. Got 18 red, brown, Nexus Elemental. Deal true damage to the first enemy boosted by brown gems and allies, then knock them to the back, then create 3 elemental stars. Reduce damage from skulls by 50%. Create a brown gem when my turn begins. Give 5 life to all elemental allies when matching brown gems. Not my favorite, you guys know, because he only does true damage to the first enemy. So if you're going to use this, you got to cast them 4 times. If you're going to, unless you have something else to go with them, and then at that point, it's like, I don't know. So he's not my favorite, but he's not bad. He's like a super average legendary. Second best in this Soulforge of 4. Next would be probably Matron Dragatoni, even though the other one has a 50% start, it's not very used. And this thing has some pretty good traits on it. It's just kind of like Champion of Guard, really. 15 brown, purple, Dragon's Claw, Dragon Centaur. Create 6 blue gems boosted by frozen enemies, then deal damage to the first and last enemies boosted by blue gems. Because of its reduced damage from spells by 75%. That's like the highest in the game. It has a 25% chance to summon a Dragonet on death. It would be like, hey, if you got this legendary super duper early in the game, it might be useful to you. But it's the 3rd best one in the Soulforge right now, and it's super average for a legendary. I think its main thing it's known for is the 75% spell damage reduction, but that's about it. And then last of all would be Garnock, but he's still kind of useful. He has a 50% start for orcs, so if you're collecting all the 50% start troops, which you probably should, he would be one that you would probably get last, but he's still there. He deals true damage to all allies and creates 7 red and brown gems boosted by orc allies. Summon an orc troop. So not the best, but yeah, if you have, for some reason, you're doing an all-orc team, he's probably something you would have to put on the team. So that is all the troops. I would say Sir Quentin Hadley's probably the most important thing in here. That 50% start for a very useful mythic. So Sir Quentin Hadley. Let's check out the weapons. We got Koboltine Wand. That's notable. Sky Hero Hook Sword. Doomed Libram's probably the best thing in here. I think I remember from my spoiler video. Go check it out for me. I got teams all ready for the world event. I got the scoring all ready for the world event. I got spoilers if you want to see what's happening all week in more depth from Terran's World. Like, still super useful videos that I would love for you to go check out. Please and thank you. Hit the like, leave a comment, tell somebody about it. Alright, yeah, so Doomed Libram is the top priority as far as weapons go. Books are really useful for Guild Wars defend teams. So when that does come around every once in a while, they're like the best weapon for Guild Wars defend teams. One of these is like more decent than I remember. Like Hook Sword, Sky Hero, those are actually kind of like decent. Hook Sword and Sky Hero. Hook Sword is red and yellow gems for each Shintang ally. And then Sky Hero is destroy a column for every yellow gem destroyed, create 4 red gems. And it's got a ×4 boost ratio. You can make a lot of red with that. But my recommendation would be the Koboltine Wand. If you're getting the Doomed Libram and then you're going to get another one, I would get Koboltine Wand. Explode 37 red gems, grant a random status effect to all Shintang allies, then summon a Shintang troop. So that is all the weapons. So you would go Doomed Libram, then Koboltine Wand, then probably Hook Sword, then Sky Hero. If you were going to get all of them, but you don't have to. So the story of the Soulforge overall would be Sir Quentin Hadley and Doomed Libram. After that, probably I would say Koboltine Wand and then maybe Obsidious. Okay, let's check out that world event. We're just going to skim over it because I've already made 2 videos on it. Pretty much 3 videos on it. So this is the 4th one. So we're not going to be going over too much here, but we'll skim over it. Alright, the Vermilion Bird of Shintang offers knowledge for the right price, and likely knows much about your problems with the spirit world. Collect beautiful feathers to trade for this knowledge. We have a spell damage medal. I would implore you to please use a troop that hits all enemies, at least early. And everybody has to do the early battles, you know? Not everybody has to do the late battles. This is how I've been explaining it recently. In the nicest way possible. Like, I'm trying to not be as, you know, abrasive all the time. Everybody has to do the early battles. Hitting all enemies with spell damage is the best way to go early. And everybody has to do the early battles. So, if you're going to go late, and you know you're going to go late, other teams may be better later on. But everybody has to do the early battles. It's going to start easy and get harder. Use teams that hit all enemies. At least until, like, Wednesday or Thursday. And if you have to switch out of it into something else, that's how this game works anyway. You don't always use the same team all the way through an event. The scoring, I have a video on. Make sure you always grab your rewards before you, like, do your battles. So you can get more tokens, more power. I bought up to tier 3, but I would recommend you buy up to tier 2 and then buy more later if you need to. Because these 2 potions are the most important to get. And yeah, that is the world event. If you need more, so there's spoiler video, there is world event scoring video, and world event team video, which I'll probably link at the end of this, the team video. 2 teams, high level and low level. Okay, what else is going on this week? Let's go to the shop. We'll check out the shop next. Haven't got this yet. How'd y'all do on the vault event? I was a slacker. I need to spend all my vault keys before a vault event so I can go harder. That's like my thing. I don't know. That's just the way I get myself motivated. I use up all my vault keys so I have 0 pretty much, and then that makes me want to like go hard in the vault. I've just been a little, I don't know. Let's not get into that in this video. Let's get to Mythic. Onzuke. So, we have 11 red, yellow, Shintang, Divine Beast. Give 2 magic to all red allies boosted by Spirit Gems, then enchant them. Gain bonus red mana from red gem matches. Summon a Firestorm at the start of battle. We have Arcane Storm trait stones, so red and yellow trait stones, and you get 2 per. So a good time to grab these. Let's go check out what troops you can fully trait with that stone. Red and yellow, all colors, base rarity. Alright. So, you got Amarok with the Volcanic Meteor. I don't think it's used very much, but it is a thing. Infernus burns all enemies on 4 or 5 gem match. Pharaoh Nefertani has the Pharaoh's Curse, which is death mark a random enemy when matching 4 or more gems. Ishtara has the Divine Roar, 50% chance to bless a random ally when my turn begins, and Holy Armor. Jotnar has a give a random ally a barrier on 4 or 5 gem match. The Archdeva has Sanctuary, barrier, and bless a random ally when matching 4 or more gems. Pretty much what makes him not like just a... makes him better. Luckily he has Sanctuary. Anything else? Voice of Orpheus has the Adagio, the cleanse all allies and matching yellow gems. Garnock is there with his Orc Lord. Orc allies start with 50% mana. Davinia has the Dragon's Blessing. Cause a random positive stats effect on a random ally on 4 or 5 gem matches. Davinia. Used to be my top dragon. King Salinas, another 50% start troop, wild folk allies, and it's decently useful, unlike the orc guy. Keelan doesn't really have anything, right? The Great Worm is that annoying troop you'll see on defend teams, the sweaty wrestler teams. Bone Feast, create 2 skulls when my turn begins. People will put like 3 of them on their team with like another troop, like maybe Web Spinner at the top or something like that. And you know, the stinky wrestler team, they want to hurt your feelings and ruin your day. It's their favorite thing to do. Empowered, start battles with full mana. Graveseer, another empowered converter. Gimlet, another one. Harpy Mage, Swift. Pretty useful stone here. Empowered converter again. Scurvy Sea Dog, another one. This is like the empowered converter stone, if I remember correctly. Tricknala is another one, empowered converter. Quite a few of them. So definitely one you should look into and see, like, do I have all the empowered converters fully traded, or do I not? And then even after that, you need Harpy Mage, who's a Swift. That's very useful. And then everything else, like the 50% starts up here, the Davinia, the Ishtara, the Jotnar, the Infernus. Like, there's a lot of stuff with this stone. Make sure you have every single thing fully traded that is useful, that is yellow and red. So that is the shop. Let's check out the event key drop table, which is Shintang. So we'll go to Troops, go to Shintang. Okay, go base rarity. We'll go show all. Alright, so your mythic's not really what you would be going for here. If you happen to get them, it's a happy accident, kind of. We got Yao Gui, though. Yao Gui is definitely a top 5 legendary. I can say that for certain. And he may be the best legendary in the game. Just like as far as most powerful. It always depends on what you're talking about when you talk about like a top 10 or a top 5 list. Sometimes you're talking about the most powerful, sometimes you're talking about the most useful, sometimes you're talking about the first 5 you should get. Like, there's many different ways to do a top 5 or a top 10. But I think Yao Gui would be present on every single way you could do a top 10 legendary list. And most likely he would be in the top 5 on all of those as well. And on at least 1 or 2 of them he would be number 1. So Yao Gui, red, green, 15. Shintang, Elf Daemon. Deal damage to the first 2 enemies boosted by my life. Steal magic, 4 magic from both enemies. Transform all purple gems to red. So that's a lot of stuff. He hits really freaking hard. and then he gets red mana back into himself. He transforms all purple gems to red, so he can get everything back and then do it again. So he could kill everybody in 2 shots, all by himself, with no help. And then he has, like, okay traits. Nothing crazy there, but just, like, his spell is loaded, chock full of goodness. We have Keelan, who's another one. Probably, like, never going to be above Yao Gui, but Keelan may also be, like, a top 10. Really good troop here. Convert purple gems to red and brown gems to skulls. Bless 2 random allies. Summon a light storm at the start of battle. Just a super duper solid legendary. Divine Beast, so 2 different ways to start it with 50% mana. It's on the Divine Ishbala Keelan team, which is a really, you know, popular no mythic team. I made a video about that too, you guys. I made a video with all the best teams without a mythic on it. Go look it up on my channel. Would really appreciate it. We got Moonrabbit, who's another one for the Divine Ishbala Keelan team. If you're not doing like Guild Wars or something, it's probably the best empowered converter for that team. So Empowered Converter. Convert all blue gems to yellow, give life to all other allies, then bless the first ally. And it has spell armor. So it's like the best empowered converter for the Divine Ishbala Keelan team. Tulieo's decent for like low level. Ping Long hits all enemies. Hint, hint. Zenyao's a good common. But yeah, the main things you're going to be going for if you're throwing event keys is Yao Gui, Keelan, and Moonrabbit. And for once, it's like the legendary, so you don't need like 4,000 keys to get them like you would a mythic. Probably need 2,000 to 3,000 keys, though, to get these legendaries. Maybe less. I think legendaries are a lot easier to get with event keys than mythics are. Then if you happen to get one of these two, they're both around the same level. I think I'd rather have Tianyi, maybe, than Huang Long, because he's kind of... I don't know. Emperor Liang's not even... He's pretty good, too, you know? We have a lot of decent stuff here in the legendary area. This one's the Lazara's Lair, so you can't get it. But yeah, Emperor Liang, Yao Gui, Keelan, Moonrabbit. If you happen to get Tianyi, Tulieo's there. Like, it's a decent one if you've been saving event keys and, like, you want to make sure you get something with them and you don't have Yao Gui. It would be a decent time to do it. Okay. Let's check out what... everything else that's going on this week. Alright, so today you're going to be doing your campaign, you're going to be doing your crowns, you're going to be doing your world event. Tomorrow, Tuesday, faction assault. What is that? Lazara's Lair, maybe? Right here? I think that's Lazara's Lair. We can go straight down from Shintang and see. Is it Lazara's Lair? Yep, right there. So I'll be maybe making a video for this. I'm not promising anything in the middle of the week anymore. I don't know. I'm for sure doing a live stream on Wednesday, 10:30 a.m. EST. I'm pretty sure. I think Wifey has the week off, so unless she has other plans, I definitely plan on doing my live stream this week. As far as the faction team, this faction video, I'm not sure. I should do it. We got yellow and purple. So hopefully I'll probably do a video. We'll see. Yeah, so that's Tuesday. If not, I already have like Lazara's Lair videos on my channel. You can go look it up if you really want to support the channel. Just go look up an old video and watch it if I don't make a video. Wednesday we got Liang's Panda, I think that is. If you didn't get that when we had the Legends Reborn. Thursday is Monk class. Monk is probably for sure a top 10. Probably a top 5. It's a really good class. It's probably A tier, possibly S tier. It's got a really cool like third trait. You get like mana every time. Yeah, it's really cool. Monk's a good class. And then this weekend we have a new faction. I think that's the most notable thing about the entire week is that we have a new faction on Friday, the Court of Foxes. So, and that is for the Valpakia. So we'll have the new weapon, the new banner, the new pet, all the 4 new troops, a rare, ultra rare, an epic, and a legendary. So look forward to that. I didn't get to tell y'all the spells or anything because it wasn't there yet on Terran's World on Sunday. So yeah, we'll get to see that on Friday, and I'll definitely make those videos. The Court of Foxes Friday morning for sure, and probably Friday night, Saturday morning, pure faction. But yeah, that's mostly everything that's going on. Adventure board has some keys on it. Campaign. Totemic sages specialized in the worship of and communication with animalistic spirits. The most well-known was Old Crazy Spirit Tooth of the Wild Plains, who had little to tell us, except screaming the word Raven over and over again. Kill elf enemies in any battle. Win any battle using a Shin Tang team. Win any battle with your hero using the monk class. Feel free to like re-roll anything that's even slightly annoying. It almost always gives you something easier. So anytime you see anything that's even slightly annoying, re-roll it. It's just the way it goes these days. And they made re-rolling like so... like, it's way better most of the time to re-roll. If anything's even slightly annoying. Like this one right here is kind of... I'm going to look at it before I do it, but re-roll task. I might do Shin Tang Champion. I might re-roll that. And it'll probably give you Slayer or something, like kill 15 enemies. Happens quite a bit. Try re-rolling more. Just a tip. We got some writs, we got some pets, we got some keys. Ooh, the Raven Scepter. What are y'all getting? Create 6 red gems, then convert all red gems to spirit gems. It's interesting. So you guys are getting the Raven Scepter. And we're getting 5 HP. Woohoo! Yep, that's it for today. Probably do the faction video tomorrow. I don't like promising things I'm not 100% sure about. I might do like a channel update soon and fill y'all in on how I'm feeling right now. But I don't want to keep like, you know, I either need to like take a break or just shut up and just keep going. And you know, usually I don't know. I'll let y'all know, like, in a channel update or something, how it is. Instead of, like, keep doing these little snarky things in the middle of videos and stuff like that. It's just not helping anything. I know it's not, so I'll try to stop. Like, share, subscribe, consider joining. Helps a lot. Tell your good about the channel down below. And I'll see y'all next time. Peace.